Coming up on the 60-minute facelift, we show you how quick and easy it is to make a difference in how you look. Shattered dreams, but a chance to start again when Cynthia meets Dr. Simon Ourian, and loyal friends have doubts. But await the results of Tammy's new look. Wow. The 60-minute facelift has been pioneered in Beverly Hills at Epione by Dr. Simon Ourian.
Thank you for calling Epione. My name is Jeremy. How can I help you today?
The whole philosophy and the whole point of this is to prevent surgery and have a healthier, younger-looking face for as many years to come. The 60-minute facelift does what it says. In less than an hour, we just take care of, we make the skin look more naturally youthful looking. In almost 90% of cases of people who come to our office, we can save them the surgery and not do any cutting by doing these little minimally invasive procedures. And 90% of people are happy. They don't necessarily want to look 100% better. They want to look 70, 80% better. And if it means that they don't have to go through all the surgery and all the downtime, this is a great alternative for them.
Cynthia is 49 and lives in the Valley. She came to Los Angeles 10 years ago to follow a dream. However, shortly after arriving in LA, her dreams of becoming an actress were to be shattered.
I moved to Los Angeles the end of 1999. I was divorced from my husband, who I expected to be with for the rest of my life, and I felt that I'd already been through the worst, so anything was possible. I got a couple of little parts on things, on TV shows, some movie auditions, almost right away. And then I was diagnosed with skin cancer, basal cell skin cancer in my nose. The surgery was quite significant. When you have half your nose removed and you're trying to be an actress or modeling in this thing over 40, I mean, it just seemed like, oh God, why did you send me this set of circumstances? And that, I think, was, after my divorce, was just one more thing that was more than I could bear. I went into complete depression and isolation, and I was feeling unloved. Then I had cancer, took away half my nose, so now I couldn't even follow the passion I had in my heart for being in front of a camera. The last thing in the world I wanted to do was be in front of a camera after this. When I go to the mirror, I see the hole. I see the scars. You know, it's very difficult. And then I move forward because that's the way I am. I'm a kind of pick yourself up by your bootstraps kind of girl, you know. It's amazing this, when I had an opportunity to have this magnificent surgeon work on my face. And I'll tell you, from the minute I met Dr. Ourian, I felt totally comfortable with him, totally enamored by him, you know, and he's just, but he has this sense about him that's wonderfully comforting. What I'm hoping is, when I've seen what he can do, is that I would like to see some of the time and some of the hard depression be washed away.
One of the things that people come in and they complain about is the fact that they feel like they're looking older, but they don't necessarily know what makes them look older. There are a few factors that add to your aging faster than you actually would like it to. Number one is sun exposures. The second factor is smoking. Luckily, most people don't smoke anymore. Also, caffeine, dehydration, and climate changes. One of the first things that I notice in a person who's getting older is the fact that they look more sunken in and more hollow. That is what we do with a 60-minute facelift. We replace that volume. We just cause it to become more plumped in and make it more youthful.
It's the day of Cynthia's procedure. She's excited, but also a little anxious.
You know, there's a certain amount of pain that's going to be involved, but less than I'm sure if they had to cut you open. So it's, you know, that is very comforting. But and I'm really excited to get from here till the healing period's over and see, you know, see what's I'm going to look like.
Hi, Cynthia. We're ready for you.
Great.
Hi, Cynthia.
Hi.
Very nice to meet you.
Nice
Thank
meeting
you so
you
much
too.
for coming in.
Thanks.
Ourian. So tell me what it is that you would like to improve about your face.
Where do I start? I just guess there are a number of areas. I had skin cancer in my nose,
Yes.
and it left what I think every time I look at it, I see a hole here in my nose. I see what they did, and I see the scar down here. And then I get fixated on my face, and so I start seeing lines around my mouth and around my eyes and my frown lines.
Yeah, you have a little bit of a frowning.
Yeah, I do.
That's the first one to go. Yeah, that we got to do as quickly as possible. It makes you look a little bit unapproachable. How long ago was your cancer on your skin?
In February of 2001.
Oh, thank God. So it's been a while. and-
Yeah, I'm
well,
looking for a clean bill of health here now.
Excellent. I'm so glad you've been so brave getting over this. This is going to be a breeze compared to what you've gone through. We're going to do something very minimal, a 60-minute facelift, which is just going to get rid of some of the fine lines around your eyes, tighten the skin around your forehead, raise the skin a little bit, and kind of give you an impression that you just had almost a facelift, but nobody can tell.
Okay.
A natural facelift. Better results.
Now, in this place where I had my cancer surgery,
Yes.
where it still feels like a big depression, they did put some fat injections in there
Yeah.
a few years ago, and it seems that it's gone now.
Yes.
Like it's gone back into my system or something, wherever it goes. I don't know where it goes.
Yeah.
Will this affect that
We're going to
area?
go ahead and yeah, absolutely. We're going to get rid of get rid of the scar by using a laser. We just smooth it out to completely get rid of the
When I
scar.
smile, I notice, like if I do this kind of thing, it gets really...
Yeah, I promise
awful.
you, by the time we're done, it's going to be a lot better.
Is there any pain involved? Like how much pain?
I've never experienced any pain when I do it on patients, but you.
Great.
And
Thanks
you're gonna,
a lot.
absolutely. Well, we're going to go ahead and numb you too.
Great.
Excellent. Sounds
I'm very
good.
excited.
Still to come on the 60-minute facelift, we see Cynthia's procedures and what's involved. And we meet a real-life CSI who wants to turn back the clock.
Give yourself a lift. It's hard enough out there. You know, let the miracles of modern technology help. We use it in all other areas of our lives. Why not for our looks? This is part of who we are.
We all want to be younger and more beautiful.
Some days it just feels impossible.
Look as good as you always wanted, without the pain, downtime, and the risks associated with surgery.
I really thought I needed some work done, but I was just so scared. But the 60-minute facelift changed all that.
In just 1 hour, these differences can be made using breakthroughs in cosmetic techniques. A combination of laser treatments, dermal fillers such as Radiesse and Restylane, and injections of Botox provides the much sought-after youthful look. Epione's 60-minute facelift is virtually painless, so you don't have to go under anesthesia. And quick, so you can go back to work faster. It's affordable, since there is no hospitalization and there are lower risks of complications compared to traditional procedures. The Epione 60-minute facelift, the easy way to look years younger without surgery.
Epione, put your best face forward.
You know, it's a place to keep up appearances in LA. Beautiful women everywhere. So if you have any bit of low self-esteem, you've got to do everything.
Learning about her history and what she has gone through in the past few years, she's a beautiful woman. She's always been beautiful. And now I think she's just felt the time pressuring on her. And if I could just remove some of those lines and kind of give her back the face that she had 5 years ago, I feel great about that.
Cynthia's 60-minute facelift will include cool laser treatment, Botox, Radiesse, Restylane, and lip enhancement.
All right, Cynthia. So here we are finally.
Yeah.
Already. How are you feeling?
Oh, excited, but
Okay.
a little nervous.
It's really going to be fairly comfortable. We're gonna give you goggles. We're gonna cover your eyes first. I'm gonna get started with the lasers, and we're gonna go ahead and do the laser on your face, neck, and chest.
Okay.
And that's going to tighten up your skin. It's a cool laser which we are going to cause the skin to kind of like a shrink wrap. Cause your skin to come back together. Then I'm going to work on some of these fine lines around the skin and kind of fine tune it to make sure everything's going to look as perfect as possible. And we get started in no time. All right. Okay, we're going to start from the chin. Do you feel anything?
A little bit.
Kind of a warm sensation?
Yeah.
Is it painful?
No. Just like a little, almost like a little elastic band being snapped.
Yeah, exactly. That's how it feels. Again, we've pretty much covered it all. How are you feeling?
Good.
All right. I think the scar on your nose is pretty much going to be gone. It's the most non-invasive way we know to get rid of the fine lines and discolorations and give you a nice forehead lift also.
Great.
What happens is that your skin does go back to its natural shape. You won't even know there's something in there. It becomes part of your skin. Your body develops new collagen and kind of stimulates overproduction of new collagen into your skin. So that's how it works very nicely.
So does it last a long time?
Lasts anywhere from 5 to 10 years. Yes, it's
Oh my gosh, I love
it
that.
could last a very, very long time. This is one of the easiest things. I think everyone, as we age, the few things happen. The elasticity in our skin is lost, so you start to lose some of the elasticity in your skin, and the wrinkles start to appear. And what we're doing is we're trying to get rid of some of the fine lines and deeper lines by plumping them up. Now go ahead and raise your eyebrows and frown and smile a little bit. Good. Smile a lot.
It does feel tighter.
Yeah, it's just going to be fine. It's going to be great. The results are going to be fantastic.
Thank you.
Okay, good to
Thanks
see you.
a lot.
All right, see you soon.
Bye.
Bye. I promised you she's going to have a great result. I think once we see her in a few days, she's going to see how great the changes have been on her face.
After just 3 days of recovery, it's the day Cynthia's been waiting for. And the one person she wants to show her new look to is Dr. Simon Ourian.
Hi! How are you? You look great, wonderful. You're looking great,
to see
wonderful.
you.
Look at your skin, look, everything looks so beautiful. How do you like the results?
I'm thrilled. I mean, God, everything I'd hoped. I like this part. You know,
Yeah,
when I
scars,
smile on the scar, I don't see the scar anymore. It's
You looked
great.
beautiful to begin with, but now you're looking amazing. Really good.
Wonderful.
Well, I'd like to congratulate you. It's going to look great.
All right. To what?
Congratulations to a wonderful, happy new beginning.
Cheers. I'll drink
Cheers.
to that. Hey. Hi.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
Great.
Thank you. This is the genius,
Very nice.
Dr. Ourian. Owe it all to him.
Wonderful, you look great.
This is Graylin, my friend.
Hi, Graylin. Let me pass
What do you think?
Really nice. Really nice.
Yes, she's great.
So youthful.
We are celebrating her brand new face and brand new life.
Oh.
Your new
guys.
life.
Thank you.
Coming up after the break, we meet Tammy, a real CSI who's decided it's time for a new look.
We all want to be younger and more beautiful.
Some days it just feels impossible.
Look as good as you always wanted, without the pain, downtime, and the risks associated with surgery.
I really thought I needed some work done, but I was just so scared. But the 60-minute facelift changed all that.
In just 1 hour, these differences can be made using breakthroughs in cosmetic techniques. A combination of laser treatments, dermal fillers such as Radiesse and Restylane, and injections of Botox provides the much sought-after youthful look. Epione's 60-minute facelift is virtually painless, so you don't have to go under anesthesia. And quick, so you can go back to work faster. It's affordable, since there is no hospitalization and there are lower risks of complications compared to traditional procedures. The Epione 60-minute facelift, the easy way to look years younger without surgery.
Epione. Put your best face forward.
All throughout my career, I've been trying to find a way that we can achieve a more youthful facelift, a more natural facelift, without really doing any cutting. So when you keep looking for those and you look for the techniques that can give you those results without the downtime, without the side effects, and without the anesthesia, I kept being drawn towards more and more non-invasive procedures. And I think this is the way of the future. Nobody comes in and asks for a cut. Everybody just comes in asking for the result. They want to look younger, they want to look better, but they don't necessarily want to go through the pain and suffering and the whole 1 month of recovery.
In just 1 hour, these differences can be made using new breakthroughs in cosmetic techniques. A combination of laser treatment, dermal fillers such as Radiesse and Restylane, and injections of Botox provide the much sought-after youthful look. Tammy met Steve 3 years ago at work, and they have been dating ever since. Tammy is a forensic scientist, which involves long days at the crime scene and long nights in the lab examining evidence. This busy work life has taken its toll on her appearance, and Tammy feels it's time to give herself a much-needed boost.
I work 60, 70 hours a week, and there's got to be more to life than just working. I feel like I'm getting old and working, and by the time I'm done working, I'm just going to be old, and I'll have done nothing except work.
There is a balance that's got to be struck between work and home, and trying to find that balance is kind of like a day-to-day struggle.
People who don't know me, they'll ask me, "Did you sleep well? Are you tired?" And even if I've slept all night long and I'm not tired, they ask me that.
I've told her in the past that just try and get more sleep, try and work less, but she's really putting in that time. Besides, she doesn't listen to me. She's off in her own little world.
I don't think I need major surgery, but I could use a little refreshing, and I think that Dr. Simon can fix my face.
A lot can change in 1 hour. I can't wait to see what that's going to be.
This is a major turning point for me, because I think that once the procedures are done, I'm going to feel better about myself, and I'm just going to have more self-confidence, and I'll just be able to go out there and do everything I've ever wanted to do.
Most of the friends are very supportive, I would say. Her friends are very supportive.
I don't think she needs it, do you?
No,
she looks great.
She doesn't. She looks perfect.
Yeah.
Tammy looks great. She doesn't need plastic surgery, but I mean, if that's what she wants, then okay. I support her. We support her. You know.
Actually, it shouldn't really be all that drastic. The hallmark of good plastic surgery is that it's very subtle. You only know they look better, but you're not quite sure how they look better.
It might be a minor change for us, but once she sees it, she's just, her attitude's going to really boost.
It's a mentality thing, really.
Yeah, it's all mentality.
You think you look better, so you'll act more like confident. Yeah, you stand up straighter and smile more.
To Tammy.
To Tammy.
It's the day of her procedure. Tammy has never had any cosmetic treatment of this kind, and so she is looking forward to her consultation.
I'm feeling ready to try something new. I'm looking forward to it. I think Simon is going to do an excellent job.
One of the major advantages of this 1 hour facelift is that obviously it's very quick. It's only 1 hour, and you're going to have great results at the end. The results you're going to see the results within a week or so, and it's going to continue to get better as time goes by. The type of work you do you spend a lot of hours awake, and is that why you feel like your skin is a little bit less youthful than it used to be?
Well, yes. A lot of times we'll go out to crime scenes, and we're there 17, 18 hours. They send us home to sleep for a few hours, and then we got to go right back out again.
Tell me what it is that you would like to do about your face.
Primarily, I'm interested in having this little turkey waddle thing made smaller.
Yes.
I've got a few acne scars around here on my chin. I have lines around my mouth and around my eyes kind of bother me. My eyes are a little bit saggy, and I've got dark circles, and my skin tone's a little uneven.
What we are going to do is that we're going to build up your cheeks, bringing it up, get rid of some of these lines around here. Go ahead and smile. Yeah, we're going to get rid of this line again. You can still smile naturally, it's just it's not going to show, the lines are not going to show.
Oh, good.
And also, I'm going to make the pores a lot smaller. What happens as we age, not that you have reached that point, but when you get older, your pores are going to get a little bit larger. So what we want to do is that we want to tighten the pores as much as possible, kind of like causing the skin to look like this nice and pulled but not tight. We don't want it to look unnatural. We want it to look as natural as possible. So if anybody sees you on the street, they say you look so rested. Did you quit your job?
That's what it would take, it feels like. Oh, right now my friends all say that, you know, you don't need it, you look fine. But I think in a week's time, they're going to look at me and say, wow, you look great. You look wonderful. I'm glad you had this done. You look so good now. And that's what I'm expecting, because that's what I'm going to say.
I don't know how that 60-minute facelift is going to change things. It remains to be seen.
We all want to be younger and more beautiful.
Some days it just feels impossible.
Look as good as you always wanted, without the pain, downtime, and the risks associated with surgery.
I really thought I needed some work done, but I was just so scared. But the 60-minute facelift changed all that.
In just 1 hour, these differences can be made using breakthroughs in cosmetic techniques. A combination of laser treatments, dermal fillers such as Radiesse and Restylane, and injections of Botox provides the much sought-after youthful look. Epione's 60-minute facelift is virtually painless, so you don't have to go under anesthesia. And quick, so you can go back to work faster. It's affordable, since there is no hospitalization and there are lower risks of complications compared to traditional procedures. The Epione 60-minute facelift, the easy way to look years younger without surgery.
Epione, put your best face forward.
I think a lot of women who work like I do, who work really long hours and just don't think about themselves, they don't think about their appearance, they just get up in the morning, go to work, and then come home and go straight to bed. This would be good for them.
As I look at the face as it's kind of like sculpting something. As you're sculpting your face, you start to make it look as natural as possible, and you want it to look its absolute natural best. And if I do, and I try to do as minimal procedures as I can to give the maximal results.
Dr. Simon Ourian will use the Cool Laser, inject Botox, Radiesse, and Restylane, and also give Tammy a chin augmentation.
We're going to go ahead and do the 1 hour facelift, which is what we're going to do is that we're going to go ahead and tighten your skin a little bit and also get rid of these fine lines around your mouth when you smile. Get rid of the little bit of jowling you have around your chin, and also make your skin a little bit more firm around your eyes. You want to give me your hand.
Oh, it feels warm.
Warm, but that's about it.
Wow.
That's it.
Oh, do the other side. There's that brown spot right there.
Then your neck also. Do you feel it on your neck as well?
Yes, I do.
To get rid of these lines around your neck and also the sun damage on your neck. So
Feel free to remove anything you like.
yes, that's what we're doing. Removing all the graffiti. And we're going to go ahead and this way. From this day on, you can smile as much as you want without worrying about those smile lines. Very good. I'm going to bring up the cheeks a little bit more and add more volume here.
Okay.
I think you're going to look really good with a little bit of a chin coming forward, so I'm going to add a little bit more of a chin to this area too. So every time I work on a face, it's like putting my signature on it. So I don't want it to go out until it's perfect.
Good.
And
take your time then.
yeah. That's it. We're all done. All less than, what, 45 minutes. Excellent. When I was working on Tammy's face, I had fairly good idea of what I was going to do. Of course, I planned it in my mind and I planned it on the paper and I have a pretty good idea of what I'm going to do. But in Tammy's case, as I was working on her face, I realized that her chin, she has a little bit of an overbite, and I could get rid of that by very small injection of a little bit of a dermal filler into her chin to give the illusion that she has more of a stronger chin here, and that gives her more of a defined definition on her face, kind of take away the attention from her overbite and make her chin look a little bit stronger.
Tammy's recovery is complete, and she goes to meet her friends to share her experience and unveil her new look.
Very amazing. I'm speechless.
It can change someone's life so drastically for so many years to come. It's the most amazing thing. I can see them only 2 weeks later and they have this bright smile and they look at life with a different view. The best thing about the 60-minute facelift is that the results are natural. It's very predictable. There's no anesthesia, no surgery, and you can go back to work within a few days. And best of all, the results continue to get better as time goes by.
A combination of laser treatment, dermal fillers such as Radiesse and Restylane, and injections of Botox provide the much sought-after youthful look. Now you can schedule the procedures you have seen here and walk away feeling better and more confident in just 60 minutes.
The work that that Simon did to me, I feel fantastic.
She looks like a gorgeous model.
Thank you.
If you are interested and want more information about the procedures you've seen on this program, log on to Epione.com.
Tammy!
Tammy!
Epione is one of the most experienced laser and cosmetic surgery practices in the world, combining state-of-the-art procedures with a warm welcome and discreet professional treatment. Check out the website, Epione.com.
We all want to be younger and more beautiful.
But some days it just feels impossible.
Because of wrinkles or age spots or sagging skin.
Now you can look as good as you always wanted, without the pain, downtime, and the risks associated with surgery.
I really thought I needed some work done, but I was just so scared. But the 60-minute facelift changed all that.
I used to be a model and recently decided to go back into it. My outdoor lifestyle has taken its toll, especially my passion for surfing. At Epione, I was given a thorough consultation, and in no time at all, it looks as though 10 years have been erased.
Here's how the Epione 60-minute facelift works. In just 1 hour, these differences can be made using breakthroughs in cosmetic techniques. A combination of laser treatments, dermal fillers such as Radiesse and Restylane, and injections of Botox provides the much sought-after youthful look.
Every time I looked in the mirror, I started to see my mom. I'm just not ready for that. With the Epione 60-minute facelift, I look like me again.
I'm a guy. I want to look like a guy. just a better, younger guy?
I remember how I felt when I was 25. I mean, I never thought I would look that way again. But now I do.
Epione's 60-minute facelift is virtually painless, so you don't have to go under anesthesia. And quick, so you can go back to work faster. It's affordable, since there is no hospitalization and there are lower risks of complications compared to traditional facelift procedures.
The best thing about the 60-minute facelift is that the results are natural, it's very predictable, it is no anesthesia, no surgery, and you can go back to work within a few days. And best of all, the results continue to get better as time goes by.
Now you can schedule in the procedures you have seen here and walk away feeling better and more confident in just 60 minutes.
Epione. Put your best face forward.